Hello everybody. So I had to make this quick little video because, as it turns out, Pac-Man 99 just got a huge update, and I had no idea. So I was just browsing my Switch, seeing what the updates were, and I saw that they were giving away a free theme on the Nintendo Online service for Pac-Man 99. They've actually given away two now. The first was the Mappy theme, and the second was like a Splatterhouse version. I'm not exactly sure because it's in Japanese, but it's some version of Splatterhouse is a theme, which are pretty cool. And I was like, oh, that's interesting because they've done really nothing with Pac-Man 99 since it came out. I was just wondering, like, have they ever updated it? Have they ever done anything to it? Because it seems like they left it to die. Like, it came out and then there was nothing, and now people started dropping off, you know, and it's just been filled with, like, bots mostly, except for the really dedicated and hardcore. So, seeing these new themes, I was like, oh, that's cool. So I downloaded them, but I didn't even play the game because I didn't know anything had changed. So I went to the Pac-Man 99 subreddit just to see what their thoughts were, you know, what they were saying about it. If they were thinking, like, this is a way to get people back into the game. It's kind of what I was thinking. It turns out there was a huge changelog posted, and it's very crazy the changes that they made, and they really haven't advertised that at all. The only advertisement was for the free themes, which is pretty wild. So, you know, that's kind of bad. Shame on them because, like, they didn't the whole game has basically been overhauled. We're about to go over that, but they didn't promote that at all. So how are people going to come back to experience the changes if they don't know about it? You know, like me. I only knew about it because I went to check the Reddit and I saw a changelog posted and people discussing. But anyway, the big changes are, let's go through them. This is version 1.10, but it's all, I mean, I would consider Pac-Man 99 version 2 because the changes are quite significant towards the way you play the game. But let's go over it. Okay. So I got it up here. At least the translation. I think somebody took like the Japanese, like again, they only posted it on the Japanese like website. Somebody had to like translate it in order to get the changelog. So weird. Okay. Red Jammer Pac-Man start appearing after 90 seconds into the match, the same time as the green arrows appearing in one-way corridors. So you will see, that's what those little green arrows are. I know it's very confusing because they don't explain that at all. But they appear 90 seconds into the match, which is 30 seconds earlier than previously. So you will definitely notice that right away. Like, wait, why is there so many red versions now? Because they're appearing much quicker into the game. I mean, it says only 30 seconds, so that's not a lot of time, but in a Pac-Man game, that's like an eternity. You get a free speed level after eating 2 fruits each, which only applies to the Pac-Man 99 mode, of course. But that is crazy, because before you had to really go out of your way to clear each level to get a speed level. Now you just get speed levels passively, so you really don't have to go hunting for that, you know, that full clear as often. You get a free shield badge upon entering 3 rounds each. Up to 4 badges, yeah, can still be used for the bottom gauge, yeah. So you hold only 4 badges, but that's also, you had to kill people, you had to kill many people previously to get any badges. Now you just get a free badge if you survive long enough. Which is also, like, they buff you a lot. But I guess they have to because now there's the red Jammer Pac-Man all over the place. But those are like the base level changes, and then there's strategy buffs to each strategy that are beyond the, you know, standard doesn't get because it's standard. But okay, for speed, movement speed speeds up by 3 levels. Before it was only 2 levels. So if you choose speed, you'll get the equivalent of 3 movement speed upgrades for that duration of that power pellet instead of just 2. Very helpful. A lot. I was already a big fan of speed, so this just makes it even better. I'm gonna save the best for last because it's the most interesting. So train, 1 Jammer Pac-Man spawns from every 4 mini ghosts collected. Before it was 1 Jammer spawn every 2 mini ghosts. Because now you only get 1 spawned every 4 that you go through instead of 1 spawned every 2. So there's a lot less. You're spawning a lot less Jammer Pac-Man in your board by using it than before. And the most interesting that I feel, well, combined with everything, is Stronger actually got a huge buff. So the power pellet state lasts 4.5 seconds, 1.5 seconds longer than previously. So if you look at this all together, the Stronger lasts longer. Like, it was already, Stronger was already barely used because I mean, it eats a whole speed level which were before were hard to obtain, and it barely lasted any time to use it. You know, like you'd hit it and then like try to get to a ghost, and by the time you get there, it could be expired already. So now it lasts longer. Plus the change to the speed levels that you get, you know, speed levels passively just by clearing the board and eating the fruits, means you actually have, like, now it's almost required to use stronger in a way, because if you just go through the game, by the end of the game you'll have like a speed level of like 6 or 7, sometimes even like 8, and that is entirely unwieldy. Like, Pac-Man is going so fast that you barely can control him. So in order to bring yourself back down to a controllable level, you almost have to use stronger, and that makes it way more useful. Like I said before, stronger was almost barely used. Like, I barely used it, definitely, because it was hard to get those speed levels. I'm not going to sacrifice one, you know, or waste time like clearing a whole board just to have an extra one to use at the end of the game. It doesn't seem efficient. But now you really need to use it, because you're getting so many speed levels at a time that is like a whole overhaul to the entire, at least in the Pac-Man 99. I mean, I don't think any of these affect the score attack or blind time attack, unfortunately, because I'm still trying to clear that blind time attack. It's so hard. Like, well, it's punishing. Like, I know what to do. I've gotten to the final level multiple times, but I always get there with like not enough time to even complete it, or I just get anxious and mess up. But one day I'll complete the blind time attack. But this, yeah, you can tell. There's gonna be a lot of footage of the new version, because I played a lot last night, and yeah, I haven't, like, before it was almost okay. The reason I stopped playing, and a lot of people stopped playing, is because like the strategy had almost been determined. You know, you just stall in the corners, and then you get enough speed levels to handle that you like, and then you just stall in the corners and wait, and you almost always get first or second every time if you just do it right. So unless you have like a really killer that shows up that's prowling that night, and then he can take you out, like is someone in like the top 20 of the rankings. But now, like, I barely got a third and a second place. Like, it's so much harder because the red Jammer Pac-Man start showing up so earlier. I mean, they give you the ability to, I feel like they give you the tools to get past it, but it's a lot harder because they show up, and then there's definitely a lot of situations where it's like I looked at my board and it was just like a red Jammer Pac-Man stopped at like every intersection. I was like, I have nowhere to go. Like, I have to just try and drift around one, and usually I just die because they're not far enough into the corner for me to really drift past them. So yeah, it requires learning the whole game again, basically. You have to really update your strategy. Yeah, I just wanted to make a video about this because nobody's talking about it, you know? Like, a lot of people made videos on Pac-Man 99, you know, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, but that was the last time that they ever updated. And I don't blame them, because nobody, you know, they didn't promote this update at all. So who's gonna know unless you go check the Reddit like I did? But I wanted to make a video to tell, you know, hopefully to tell people, like, it's worth going back now, because there's huge changes, and if you were thinking about going back, if you're waiting, then you should go back now and try it. There's even the 2 free themes, and maybe more, because they keep numbering them, like free theme number 1, free theme number 2. There could be a 3rd very soon. So I feel like they're trying to get back people in. They're trying to get people back into the game, but it's just they're going about it in a weird way. But hopefully my video can inform people the reason that it's good to go back. So that is that. Just want to talk about Pac-Man 99 again. I really do like the game. You know, I want it to flourish, and I think it's cool that they updated it. It's just like they really need to tell people when this happens. So until next time, if there is any more updates to Pac-Man 99, I'll be sure to come back in, because I'm following it now for sure. I will see you in the next one.